Good morning. I am tired. We went to watch The Odyssey yesterday. The showing was at Good morning. Good morning. The showing was at 9 a.m. in the evening and the movie was going for 3 hours. So I was home by a couple of minutes past 1 a.m. I think. And then we had a discussion. We had a discussion on the way back from the Odyssey. We had another half-hour discussion at home. And then I think I fell asleep at around 2:30. Yeah, you can watch this. You can watch the Odyssey in the cinema. You can do that totally. It's a movie. Honestly, it did nothing. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not a big fan of Nolan. I really wanted to see the movie in cinemas just because big music goes boom, you know. But it left me unimpressed. It was uninspired. It did not tell anything exciting or new. It had an amazing cast that is completely underutilized in my personal opinion. Since I'm Greek, I also didn't like some of the choices that Nolan made in adjusting the narrative. You want to watch a movie that really goes boom for 3 hours and tells a somewhat uninspired adventure story. Sure, go watch it. Definitely worth watching in cinemas just for the visual and auditive impact. But apart from that, I don't know, man. Really, so sad. You have Anne Hathaway, you have Charlize Theron, you got Lupita Nyong'o, you've got whoever's playing Cersei. I don't even know her name, and they're completely underutilized and they're not well written. And I don't know, Nolan. What are you doing to female characters? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And the overall takeaway at the end regarding the sea people, I could have told you. Oh my God, were we the colonizers all along? That's like a very, very white people take. But anyway, I loved some of the pictures. I really love me some fantasy adventure stuff. That was nice. But apart from that, I don't know. Maybe listen to the audiobook. Honestly. So the audiobook of the latest translation of The Odyssey by Emily Wilson, unfortunately, is only available through Audible, which is Amazon. It's read by Claire Danes, which is amazing. Go get it. Listen into it. And then maybe watch the movie, give it a comparison, and tell me what you think. But I went to Final Fantasy Fan Fest last weekend. It was, man, that was so fun. That was the, I don't want to say that was the most fun I had in a while because I had a lot of fun. But man, that was fun. First and foremost, lovely shout out to the folks from IFC who were also at FanFest, who always managed to find me in the crowd for some reason. Somehow, I don't know how they did it, but they did. Really, really impressed by their ability to just spot me in the crowd. That was amazing. I really, really appreciate that. That was super great. There was a lot of standing in line, to be honest, which I assume was to be expected. It was still a bit much for me because I had to stand in line for everything, and then On the second day, I had to basically come up with an anti-cyclical way of doing things. Like, I'm gonna get coffee when everybody else is standing in line for lunch, right? I'm gonna get lunch when everybody else is listening to the keynote or the developers panel. And then I'm gonna get some ice cream while everybody else is getting coffee, you know? So that worked. That was amazing. I did not get on any of the photo spots, all the rides, or whatever. I was lucky to get a merch bazaar spot on Sunday, 1 p.m. And by that time, everything except for a couple of plushies were sold out. So that was just that was my experience from a logistical organization standpoint, right? And I'm not complaining. It's always hard to get stuff like that organized with a lot of people. So the good news I got from the plushies, got a tiny little fat cat, which is super important. I really wanted the fat cat, and I'm super excited that I got it. She's extremely cute. And I wanted to get the chocobo. I really wanted to get the chocobo from the plushies, but yep, this is it. This is the one and only, the defender of the Rak'tika Greatwood, the serpent, the great serpent. I still haven't finished that quest line. I was told by Color Tinker that it's still going on. There's still more happening, right? But I love him. He's cute, and I'm really excited to see what happens. The other thing, and that was something that really blew my mind. The folks from my FC started producing stickers, and I thought, oh, this is such a neat and an individual idea. I'm gonna do that as well, and maybe I can exchange stickers with some folks at FanFest. Well, little did I know that was actually a community organized thing, and around 800 people were gonna meet up at some point on Sunday, 11 a.m. to exchange stickers. I've never been in a crowd this excited before. It was intense. I got so many stickers from people. I ran out of stickers for myself in the first 4 minutes, maybe. And it was the most amazing thing ever. I actually stuck mine in the Final Fantasy sticker book that you got as merge. And I mean, look at these. These are insane. Everybody had, I mean, look at this little guy here. Look at this little guy here. He's the best, isn't he? I mean, what is even going on? Look at that. It's absolutely crazy. I got so many beautiful little cat boys. I mean, I don't have to tell you that I'm a big fan of cat boys, but look at this. Oh, here. This is, by the way, this here down there. I don't know if anybody in chat, anybody in chat knows who that is. Yeah, that's Shio from RFC. They gave me their ship version of the sticker with Graha Tia. They had different stickers as well, but I went for the one with Graha because, of course, I did. I could have gotten so many more stickers, honestly, but I was super overwhelmed. At some point, you have to go in there with like social batteries fully charged, right? You have to go in there with social batteries fully charged. I ran out of stickers, I ran out of energy, but it was absolutely worth it. It was so amazing. I got to talk with a lot of folks while standing in line. Everybody was super nice. This was my first video game convention ever, right? I've never been to Gamescom or anything like that, so that was my first experience. And I absolutely loved it. Everybody was nice. I think what mostly impressed me was the energy that was also coming off the stage, especially during concerts. Piano concert with Soken, the Primals concert on Sunday evening. I tried to explain it to my wife at one point, going, well, it might have been cringy if anybody had cringed, right? But it's not cringy as long as nobody cringes, right? It's just, there's so much positive energy coming off that stage. Soken, during the concerts, is such an amazing, foolish, silly little guy, and everybody loves it, right? Nobody cares. It's amazing. I love the parts with the automaton. We have one at home, but we never play it. So I'm really excited to see somebody who can actually play that thing and do it well. That's so amazing. They're so silly. They're so fun. God, I think you can literally feel the amount of investment these folks have in the game. Right? Sure, this is a product. Let's not kid ourselves. This is a product. People pay for it, and as long as enough people pay for it, we're happy to continue with the product, right? This is unfortunately how things go in capitalism. But I feel like, especially with the folks we see on stage and the folks that interact with the community, they're really invested in the game. They're really hyped as well. Soken, Naoki, that was just, dude, it was so amazing. Fun fact, me personally, as a tabletop role-playing game, tabletop role-playing game player, I was excited to also see Jason Charles Miller on stage, who I knew made music for the game, but I mostly know him from tabletop role-playing actual plays, so that was fun. Final Fantasy XIV crossover announcements were amazing. I really want to dive into playing some of the older Final Fantasy titles. I haven't finished. I have finished at some point both 9 and 8, of course. I want to replay 7, do the remakes and the rebirth and the re-Genesis thingamajigs. I still want to finish my replay of 9, and then I also want to play 8 at some point, because 8 is, of course, well, 9 is the best Final Fantasy. 8 is the second best Final Fantasy, also has Quistis. Quistis is weird, but I like her. I don't know. I felt like Quistis was kind of creepy when I first started playing 8, because she was coming on to me really hard. And I was like, why are you doing that, old lady? So I'm not sure, but yeah, I would really like to do that. So I am excited. I was literally excited about everything. I am super hyped about Evolve mode. I'm looking forward to Evercold, new tank class. I'm invested. We spent hours and hours rewatching that stupid trailer, scouring through Reddits to find out maybe is there any hints on the new damage dealer class that we missed. So I'm also hyped to find out what that is all about. Tokyo, on the last FanFest, And then, well, then my friend broke to me the news. She said, well, you said you wanted to be caught up with the MSQ before Evercold starts. And I said, well, I was considering it. It would be nice. I wanted to have the chance to actually start into an expansion with everybody else, right? And she went, well, I did some math. Okay. Well, you're not gonna make it if you're just gonna stream on Sundays for 2.5 hours. Okay. Well, I think you need to expand your plan. If you want to make it, you'd have to play at least 4 to 5 hours each week. I'm not sure I'm gonna make that. So I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna meditate, let this cook, see what that means to me personally, and maybe just really maybe I'll come up with a second day of streaming, maybe Thursdays in the evening, to continue playing the MSQ. I really would love to be caught up once Evercold releases, which is the end of January. So we got August, September, October, November, December, Jan. That is 6 months. I mean, playing through the end of Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and Dawn Trail in 6 months is... I mean, ideally, I just quit my job, go on a leave, a long extended leave, and just binge the thing. That's not gonna happen. So, we'll see. But that is the update. That's the plan. I have been playing a little bit. Mostly, I've just been leveling my Astrologian, picking up some blue quests. There's blue quests everywhere, honestly. Folks, how do you manage? I was in Kugana the other day with my Astrologian, and I found another blue quest. And they seem to be spread out anywhere. So what I will have to do at some point is go through all of the regions, pick up all the blue quests, and try to complete them in my off time, right? I still have the Sigmascape raids. I picked up the Shadowbringer raids. I found the blue quest that is apparently Gunblade related, Hail to the Queen, that my friend told me about the other day. We were talking about Gunblades and their place of origin, which is not Garlemald apparently, but Bojan. And apparently in Shadowbringers there's a quest for that. So that's all stuff we're gonna consider doing off screen. But for now, we left off. What did we leave off? This is how this works. Look at that. We left off in the Rak'tika Greatwood, near Slitherbound. Talking to Ishtola. And figuring out how we're gonna... And that music. How we're gonna get those crazy kids back to the source. By the way, I watched a video. No, I did not watch a video. I was tempted to watch a video that was titled The Rejoining and what that actually means. And I was... Here we go. By the way, I was here the other day in the night, and there was a different track playing. There is apparently a piano version of Lahi, and it seems to be playing at night when you enter the swamps. Not sure, but I really like that version. I really like that version. That was super nice. Oh, they often have day and night versions in areas. I'm not the most perceptive of people, to be honest. I sometimes miss that. That is actually one thing I would have loved to see. Soken doing Lahi live on stage. That would have been pretty amazing. Although it's been done before, so it would have been a little bit different. But still, I would have appreciated it. Ooh, what do we got here? Crystarium accessories offending. Accessories. I mean, honestly, I already bought all the item level 530 ones with my tomestones, but yeah, good. Maybe I can get those for my tank. Alphano has the right of it. Let us pay a visit to the Ondo. Oh, yeah, we were going down under the sea. We should speak with Tos Oth first. As chieftain, he is doubtless privy to a great many secrets. Also, I feel like streaming on Sunday morning is basically just an excuse to get some caffeine in me and drink some mate, which is... I might be getting too old for that, but I love it. I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us? We do. Ruins which your kinds have yet to explore, I see. I know one such place. Alas, under these circumstances, I am afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Benthos have pillaged our stores of Neri liver. They must be replenished with haste. Okay. The Benthos, a particularly violent tribe of Ondo, if I recall. A band of bottom feeders. We all lost much in the flood, but while others work to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Revenge, they call it, when they prey upon our kind. But do not be fooled. They care not who they harm. Would that we had the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they have stolen from us, but there is no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. It seems a fitting payment for vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. One good turn and all that. We certainly can't leave them like this. I thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. Reclaiming the stores it is, then. We would be grateful beyond words if you did. The Benthos have surely taken the livers back to Flounder's floor. But be warned, there will be no shortage of guards waiting to spare intruders. Then we will have care not to draw their attention, shall we? This another... Is this... Where's Flounder's floor? Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's all the way up there. This is definitely some... This is gonna lead to some Allied Society shenanigans. right? Absolutely will. Oof. Been also trying to play some tank earlier. I was wondering because I was talking a lot to people who main tank at the convention, and the only tank I currently feel comfortable with, and the only tank that I know actually how to play, is Paladin. I haven't leveled up the other ones yet, right? So I was wondering if there were any other tanks that, work better for my. Oh shoot! Where are you? Come on, work better for my type of gameplay, you know. So I was trying to. Try and get a hold of Gunbreaker. And, well, I did some NPC duties the other day to find out whether it works for me. And it's interesting. Can't lie. This is definitely something I'm going to try out. I had this discussion with a friend during the convention that there's two different things here, right? There's one, the overall vibe of the get herself a little chocobo friend here. Where are we going? Where's the shoot, it's up here. There's the overall vibe of the class and whether I am feeling comfortable with that, right? Like from a class design perspective and the narrative and all that. And then there's the mechanics. And I think for me to be comfortable with playing a job, both of these things have to align, and they rarely do, right? I like Gunbreaker vibes, but I'm not sure I like the mechanics. Somebody told me that Dark Knight has a lot of very interesting mechanics, but I don't like the vibe, right? So I'm not gonna play Dark Knight. Too edgelordy, right? So yeah, I think in order for me to be interested in the class to play it, I think these two things have to align up to a certain extent. Thrusting your hand into each sack in turn, you find that all are filled with wheat down to the bottom. You also find that raw wheat is unpleasantly pointy. Okay. Well, there's another sack back here. There's a clammy cask. Fun fact, my grandfather always had, like my grandfather in Greek, he had sheep, but he also had some fields of wheat. So in late summer, we always had like big amounts of wheat in their storage. And we kids were always prohibited from playing in there for obvious reasons. Also, if you do, you get itchy and scratchy all over the place. It's not a nice feeling. So there's this German song about bad in the cornfield. It's not pleasant. Don't do it. Liver is not a vegetable. Okay, buddies. Where is the liver? So confused. 1, 2, 3. Where's the liver? Where did you... Man. Talking so much and searching for the liver more. This is Thancred. Guys, where's your liver? Where'd you put it? The clammy cask. The liver here somewhere? No, right? This is just... Man! This is what happens when you talk too much. Don't pay attention. In here. Okay, but this is all veggies. But where's your liver, folks? What is going on here? Ah, there's another... Shoot, see. There's another place up here. And that's probably where... Yeah, look at that. Those sneaky little guys. Wait, no liver here? This is just Reen with a shoe bill? I am very confused. Then maybe the other one back here. Hello? You sneaky little thieves. From the squelching noise they make when prodded and the vile stench, you conclude that these bags are bursting livers. Brilliant! Not sure about the brilliance, honestly. Are those them? Perhaps you've deduced this already, but it seems the Benthos have been raiding Collusion storehouses, as well as those of the Ondo. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat. But we can discuss this after we see the livers safely back to Tor's Oth. It wouldn't do to keep him in suspense. So we've retrieved the liver and deliver. Here we go. I am relieved to see you unspeared. I am also relieved to be unspeared. Thank you very much. Oh, precious livers. I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of foodstuffs from Collusia in the Flounder's floor. Tell me, does that seem odd to you? It is brazen, to be sure. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Collusion warehouses. The perpetrators enter in the dead of night and are gone before anyone has realized what happened. The Ulmoran army has been investigated, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reason they have struggled so is that their quarry is of the sea. The true question then is what we mean to do about it. Much as I would like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Benthos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe that the ruins are in fact key to the Benthos plan. Is that so? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. We have seen signs that the Benthos are preparing to claim them with all haste. You would not fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources, it is clear that their queen will soon give birth. Oh, they require space to raise their young and food for both queen and hatchlings to thrive. Weren't the Ondo queens like... We talked to the Ondo queen. She was in a cave somewhere and we didn't meet her basically, right? Well, we can hardly fault them for that. Under normal circumstances, perhaps. But conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning. Its resources barely able to sustain our current population. There's only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army, and with it take revenge upon the Finless. Okay. It is not a surprise. They came to us not long ago seeking allies for the cause. We rebuffed them. Of course, the suffering of others will not serve as balm to their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed and will gladly send her children to die in our stead. Okay. If they are planning to wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed. I doubt this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of force we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. I would rather not risk your people in the attempt. If we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Yes. Once you reach its depths, go deeper still. You will see a monstrous structure there upon the sea floor. That you have come to us now is the will of the Ancient. They have guided you here that you may drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. Vile purpose? I have no doubt that they will show you the way forward. Vile purpose. I'm afraid that the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. If what we seek lieth deeper still, beyond Amarot, I would call upon the assistance of another. We got here, fending, slaying, aiming, healing, casting. I think I'm going to take the fending one. Just to have some paladin gear more available. So, Urianger. Materia. Though our course has been decided, to pursue it we must needs besiege the aid of a friend. I speak of Bismarck. Pray follow me to Sullen, that we might seek an audience with him once more. That makes sense. Ugh. We have to... let's bamf to Port Job and fly there, right? That should work. Yeah, oh god, this stuff, little fox. I have to find a place for all this tabletop stuff at some point. No, I don't want to get invested in housing. I'm much too broke for that. Honestly, I've never tried to make money in this game whatsoever. But at some point, maybe, if I'm able to level up my crafters, then I can make some money. Afford an apartment or something like that. Would be nice. What a lousy weather. A whale's tail. By the way, there was this, so we had this conversation regarding Evercold, and we were in agreement that the, one of those realm ships that was featured heavily, the first one, the realm ship of water, from a visual design perspective, it resembled Bismarck very, very closely, right? From here, we press onward to the Isle of Kent. I myself shall proceed on foot. You've perfected your technique, then. Just so. The water will be as glass beneath my feet and provide purchase, fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, yeah, Urianger can't swim. Yeah, buy an apartment instead of a house. That's what I thought as well. Never gonna buy a house. It's not gonna happen for me. But an apartment might be a nice thing. Forgive me, but would it not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? I love this running gag. This is so fun. Hi, it would be a pity if you drowned, truly. Oh, hush. I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Boy is not very buoyant. No, he's not. He's definitely not. He's definitely not. He's done it. Shit, I was just watching Daria's comment and I think I just missed Urianger drowning. Shit. Mine apologies. The technique required the purest of focus and mine was lacking. You should just learn to swim, man. Honestly, just learn swimming. Not hard. To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the Fuath, and with their aid, mine efforts finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I thought I saw you waver a bit toward the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired. Thancred. Oh, are they beginning to experience the effects of their prolonged stay in the first? All of them? It's nothing to worry about, only a dizzy spell, though it may not be wise to go for another swim just now. thankfully, we have an alternative. A wonderful little invention. Certain you'll agree. Is it a boat? It's a boat. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Norse mythology in Evercold, which makes sense. Honestly, I wouldn't know how literal to take these things and how because I feel like JRPG or let's say Japanese video games in general like to borrow. Anime do that too, right? They like to borrow very, very liberally from foreign mythology that sounds cool, right? But then the question always is how literal do we have to take these references to foreign mythologies, right? So you're right. Yes, this is basically the ship that was transporting the dead, right, into battle during Ragnarok. Is that going to have to is that going to have any relevance for the realm ship in Evercold? I don't know. I honestly don't. I literally don't know. I also don't know how literal Final Fantasy XIV treats references to lore that they borrow from other mythologies. I honestly wouldn't know, right? I mean, honestly, there's a lot in there. Sometimes I would guess it's also just in name only, right? I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than mine experimental magics. Oh. We can only hope, Urianger. But from a design, especially like a visual design, it looked very Norse, right? Which is something that I like, actually. It's going to be interesting. You speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. The kindness is as boundless as the depths, Serene. Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last flight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them, and I will take you below. Oh, that's a good point. We already had a lot of Norse mythology terminologies in Heaven's Word, right? You're right. Absolutely. Thank you. With all haste shall it be done. To be honest, Norse mythology is not my strongest. I can probably give you a lot of insight into Greek mythology, but Norse is not my strongest suit. Though I agreed to a favor in kind, regrettably, it is not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck hath asked us to cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Let's give this boy a little belly scrub. Alas, one needs to dive beneath the surface. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. Oh, for heaven's sake, is that all? Daedalus and I are more than capable of that. Let's go for a dive, Alizane. With the Kojin's blessing, we'll have done it within moments. And better that than standing here and listening to this nonsense. I'll take the right, you'll take the left. Now go. God, I love when Alizane is being assertive and just, I like that. So I am taking the left, I guess. So let's give this big boy a little belly scrub, eh? Ooh. Woohoo. Tenacious barnacles. After a good deal of prying from various angles, you dislodge the barnacle. In you go, big boy. Come on. Belly scrubs all over. I love Alizé. I mean, to say she's my favorite twin is not that difficult because, well, the other guy is just Elfino, right? No offense. No offense. But I like her a lot. Where's the way back to the island? Go. I've gotten to like Y'shtola more. I really appreciate her. Y'shtola has this very, 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 very subtle, well, not so subtle maybe, tendency for sarcasm that I really appreciate, right? So she's a close second after Alizé, definitely. Alphino still has things to make up for. See, I've got my trusty warrior of light when things go wrong in a public setting with high-ranking figures. I think my main problem with Alphino is he's trying to be so empathetic all the time. He's giving everyone the benefit of the doubt. Like, until the last minute, he was giving Vothri the benefit of the doubt, right? And I get that this is like his personality. This is what makes him different from Alizé. But it also makes him a bit unbearable at times where... while Alizé is very, very caring, and I love that Alizé is always the one who gets into a relationship with troubled or broken characters that we meet, right? That shows how deeply she cares, right? And that also makes her caring to me much more authentic than Alphino's, right? Alphino's just always trying to do right while giving people the benefit of the doubt, and then he realizes, oh, they were the baddies all along. Oh my god, we gotta kick their butt. Please, warrior of light, do your job. I don't know. Yeah, definitely not my favorite twin. Let's see how he does going forward. I think my biggest problem with Urianger is honestly his choice of words and his stuffy dialogue. But apart from that, I think he's all right. He's a good one. Thine efforts are most sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. Yeah, the boy got his belly scrubbed. Much, much better. Thank you, little neighbors. I remember a long time ago, another did this favor for me. After the flood, when I chose this spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Ken was his name. When I grew itchy, I stirred with He was not afraid. No. He asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly and he dove into the water. He helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace away from his people and their wars. This I understood. I treasured our time together, brief though it was. Brief though it always is. But I remember him and how he laughed when we flew. I remember when he slept. I too slept that day and many days since. But the light fades and darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs, and together we fly. I am here. I am awake. Feels good to speak and to be heard again. A shame others cannot understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I would gladly teach thee the language of men. Thank you, little friend, but it is time I grant you your request. But first, I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris. What, Koji gave him the Shakespearean tick in English because he thought they'd kill him off fast? Is that real? Is that true? And now they're stuck with it? So this island was named for a man. How easily the past is forgotten. There are ancient interviews. He passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slipped from history. So many grains of sand. Might I have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we all stand about making vague and mysterious allusions? While he maketh ready to deliver us unto our destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Kalusia. That's all. I feel as though there was more to it. Indeed there was, but it hath no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you anon. Fine, later then. You're having fun, Alpha, no? Yeah? If Bismarck requires time to prepare, might I suggest a short respite? For Orianger and Thancred in particular. I require no such thing. I am the picture of perfect health. Mine was but a momentary lapse in concentration. Worry not on my account. You mustn't push yourself so hard. Please, rest. For me? All right, if you insist. That is so fun. You two Daedalus, you've been running yourself ragged. Yes, ma'am. By the way, I recommend reading the free short stories after you're done with Endwalker. They give a lot of context and insight into the main cast. I did not know there were free short stories. In that case, I leave the old man in your care. Really, Ishtola, the old men. The rest of us will meet you at the Split Hull anon. There are a ton. Word of advice, never let it show. When she realizes she struck a nerve, she remembers. By the gods, she remembers. In any case, If we must be made to rest, I know a place in Solon that's better for it than most. Come with me. I will take a note, and I will definitely try to read up on the short stories once I've reached the end of Endwalker. Definitely. May as well have a seat. We wouldn't want our elderly knees to give out. That is so cool. To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. I, the 12, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance belies thy words, Master Thancred. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I am here under protest. Though, I can't say I mind the view. Well, it is raining, so that kind of... And if the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Help! Someone! Quickly! What now? It's Nightshade. We was attacked on the road from the Crystarium. Barely escaped with me life. I suppose we might have predicted this. You mean you'll help for free? Thank you. If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I doubt they'll trouble us over much. No more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation at any rate. Oh man, I think at some point our Scion friends are really gonna have problems. Don't get them back to the source. There's a gallant guardsman here. These two have matters well in hand by the looks of it. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again so soon, eh? Why, I believe I even recognize your companion. Ah, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet and on patrol, no less. Oh, it's nothing as official as that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty, but as we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, it seems. That's admirable. There are few so devoted on their duty, in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more, like we should be doing more. It's all about having the will to help your fellow man and the resolve to see it through. I remember you. The excitable one. Sorry, sir. I got a bit overexcited the other day. Couldn't get my words out. The name's Bonnard, sir. I'm with the guard, but I don't just want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot. Just like the Warriors of Light. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of Novrand. What we'd really like to do is travel to better ourselves and go where the need is greatest. But everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. This whole Warrior of Light thing is definitely not gonna go wrong, right? Oh. Future heroes of the first, don't you think? They want not for spirit. 'Tis but a pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it availeth us not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elidibus's schemes to light. Domination critical hit. I think we're just gonna take critical hit. Thus reminded of the urgency of your investigation, Urianger would press on. Though our respite was cut short, I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the ruins may hold. Aye, and I doubt further contemplation on of Elidibus's machinations would be conducive to relaxation. We may as well make for the split hull now. Where's the split hull? The split hull? If you like Alizé, definitely play the Realm Reborn Bahamut raids. The Binding Coil, you mean, right? Yeah, I've done those. Coils of Bahamut, yeah. Maybe I should, I mean, it's been so long, honestly. Maybe I should do those again at some point. As I mostly don't remember them. But yeah, we could do the Coils of Bahamut. Definitely. Definitely. Where are we going? Oh, we're just going to go to the nice lookout point. I mean, it's... Well, this could be a nice lookout point if it weren't so... Wait a second, what is this? How have I not completed this map, folks? I apparently did not map Fallujah. Shame on me. Here we go. Now it's all mapped out. Don't want to just... Man, my prog is so distracted, to be honest. How does this game have so much content? This is criminal. I would really love to do like extreme trials, do some savage runs, you know. Man, I've only put 850 hours in this game, right? I'm nowhere near caught up. It's I need to work less and play more video games. Yeah, 16 years. That's insane, man. I started in 2021 when Endwalker was announced. Started in 21 when Endwalker was announced. Oh, this is a duty. Ooh. Ooh, we've got ourselves a duty at hand. I started in 21 when Endwalker was announced. I played through Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward. I fell off hard afterwards because that was a lot of work. I was back in 2023. And then with the announcement of Dawn Trail, I got back on. And I restarted in 2024. And I've been playing ever since. And man, I am nowhere near caught up. Also because I have to play other video games, right? There are other video games in my life. So we're gonna do this with NPCs, right? Let's go. What do we have here? We have a tank. Always good. We're gonna take the red mage and we're gonna take the sorceress. Yeah. That checks out. So what do we have? Oh man. This is a duty on the back of Bismarck. You have got to be kidding me. These are neighbors indeed. How you doing, Thancred? Come on, buddy. So that should take care of you. Smooth jazz dungeon. There's a couple of dungeons that are so good from musical perspective. I'm especially fond of the Grand Gooball Library. Like musically, I love that track so much. It's also very jazzy. Okay. They just keep coming. Can you tank that, please? Is that possible? Like, what's going on, Thancred?
Away with you!
Yes, I've done Gooball hard, and it's... I love everything about this duty. This is by far one of my favorite ones. I think I've done Gooball hard. I'll have to check, but I think I've done it. I think this is by far one of my favorite duties of all time. I love the musical theme. I love the visual theme. The time has come to part with these interlopers. Oh, is this just... Are we just gonna stand around here and... Oh, what is going on? The walls fall. We must hurry. What are we doing? Oh, okay. We were fortunate, but what is all of this? Come on, buddy. Going to leave a mark. Yeah, but they're beautiful. Look at them. I mean, tiresome nonetheless, but look at this beautiful little jelly. He's gorgeous. You're dead. So good. Man. I give you my breath. Holy. Come along, disturbing secrets await. Holy, that is... I mean, honestly, I'm usually not a big fan of these elevator levels, right? Where you just stand in one place and you're being transported, and then more and more enemies arrive, right? But that was fun. Ew. Level 80 unknown. We are fated to happen upon strange abominations. You are definitely a strange abomination. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pump up Tancred. Gives everybody a bit of a shield. Ooh, what is that? Are these things gonna pop or what? Now they pop. Great. That looked nasty. Ooh. Bleeding. Come here, Tancred. Just... Tancred, why are you doing this? Come here, buddy. Are you dumb? Are you... Are you not all right, man? Great, I hate this when this happens. Oh, that was so stupid. Let's get one of them down first and then shoot. This bleeding is really not sitting well with me. Come on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Get you all tanked up. I think the tank was gonna be okay with that shield. Shoot! Why does that keep happening to me? Just one of them left. Here we go. Oof. Come on, buddies. Yeah, that was fine. Ah, I'm such an idiot. Ah. Just took my eyes off the screen for a second. Remember, the cast is the hit window, not the animation. You need to get out early and can step back in. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is, I just took my eyes off the screen for a second, which was dumb. And that was definitely just my mistake. Here we go. Come on.
Let's give them a
You stupid boy. Come on. Shields up here for the team. Let's get Tancred on focus target so we don't lose sight of our boy. Then just stand here.
I will not hold back.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. So it's that animation that I always miss, right? Or have problems tracking. That was the one. Heal everybody back up because we're bleeding. I think I would really appreciate. Yeah, can you stay here, please, Stola? Thank you so much. Let's heal everybody back up. And then let's get these boys dead. This animation it is. This one. Yeah. I think I missed it a couple of times because I was tracking the wrong monster. Here we go. Come on. I'm missing a dot on the other one. Come on. Here we go. Here you go. So that's number 1. 1 down. Thank you for everybody convening at my place. That is highly appreciated. Buff everybody back up. Also, let's not stand right in front of that thing. So, also make sure that our... There you go. That's stupid. How are you doing, Tancred? You alright? You look like you're doing alright. Got another heal in. I'm not just gonna stand right in front of you. That's not gonna happen again. Here you go. You nasty little thing. Ah. Anamnesis high boots of aiming. That was much better. That was much better on the second try. So let's go. Can we get some more of you? Come on.
Are you all right?
Whoa, shit! Did he just... Wow, he just one-shotted me. Man. That squid just one-shotted me. Oh no.
Prepare yourself.
Yes, I am well aware that in order to get the Amaro mount, I need to get everything to level 80. I'd really love to do that at some point, but honestly, I really don't know how feasible that is. I really want to get the Amaro mount though, because this is... The Amaro mount looks pretty amazing. The first thing I said when I came into Shadowbringers, seeing the Amaro is, oh, I need to get that mount. What do I have to do to get this mount? And then I realized what I needed to do to get this mount and was like, oh really? Okay, that seems like a lot of commitment. So, not sure, honestly. I would love the Amaro mount. It's one of the few mounts that, for me, feel like, from a narrative perspective, it would be consistent for me to have it. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what also would help with my healing? Summoning a fairy. That is, you know, that's something you should try. You know, if you're playing Scholar, try summoning a fairy while healing. This will really help with your healing capability. I know I'm giving you all the secret pro tips today. I'm sorry. Man. Come on, buddy. Oh, there's another earring, Forever Cold. Ooh, give me a second. I need to stop small talking and start healing. I think the problem I have with Astrologian is that I always mess up the cards it just takes up so much calculating capacity in my brain to remember which card to play at which point. I'm like, oh, are you a melee DPS? Are you a ranged DPS? And I am really struggling with that. I like Astrologian from he's much more interesting than White Mage. White Mage is kind of boring, right? We can all agree that White Mage is boring, right? But I really, every time I run duties with Astrologian, I realize how much time I spent to remember which card to play on which job, and it's a lot. There's just a lot going on, I feel. No, I love Scholar. I really love Scholar. Like from a
Away with you.
I think I'm more of a shield healer kind of type. Feel the same way about Sage. A few times I've played it. Feels more proactive, right? Shield healer always feels a bit more anticipatory, if that's a word in English. Is that an English word? Anticipatory? Like you're being proactive and trying to remember there you go. You know, basically assess the damage before it comes in and prevent it, which I don't want to say it makes for a more relaxed play style, but when doing it right, it feels very much like I'm being in control of the game, you know, in a good way. The ones on the left are for DPS, orange is melee, blue is ranged. Everything else is damage reduction and or additional healing, yeah. So the two on the right, I'm always throwing on the tank no matter what, especially when we're pulling. And then the cards on the left, which are the damage buffs, I usually try to throw on the DPSs. Man, that music is great. That music is really great. Whatever they're doing, I doubt it's good for us. Oh no, this is... Well, if that isn't a callback to the Odyssey from yesterday, then I don't know what is, buddy. Let's go. Here we go. Woof. What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on, bud. Oh shit, that was not what I wanted. That was not what I wanted. What is the hammers? What do the hammers do? Can somebody tell me what the hammers do? Blue, red, but I'm green. Huh. Okay, so I guess I'm not supposed to stand on them if I'm not DPS or tank. That makes sense, right? And then the red ones trigger before, and then I need to switch to a different floor tile afterwards. Woof. Woof.
Away with you!
Away with you. You heard the girl. You heard the girl. They blow up no matter what. Okay, that's great. That's amazing. Love it. Shit. Ha! Look at me.
Keep your guard up.
Shit. I always forget I don't have a gap closer. I always forget my gap closer. I'm gonna get level 90. Freaking hell. Come on. Heal me up here. Heal me up. Somebody please mute. Oh shit.
This is going to leave a mark.
I didn't see that one coming. I did not see that one coming. Apparently there was one on the floor on the floor tile in the middle where he's standing. I didn't see that one. It feels kind of unfair, you know, that I think the white mage gets their gap closer pretty early, and I'm here trying to do my best, and I have to wait until level 90. That just sucks, man. Here you go. So now we gotta stop the chatting and focus on actually playing the game. Yeah, there is a symbol in the middle. Got it. Shit. Yeah, fuck. There was no good choice here. Was no good choice here, actually. Oof. Oh, doesn't matter. Made it anyway. Heal us up again. Come on. Can you come here, please? No. Okay. We're gonna go here. Why though? He hits really, really hard. I don't like this.
I'll handle the healing.
So, red tiles. Stay away from the red tiles. The red tiles are gonna trigger first. Can we... Why are you standing right there in the red tiles? This is so stupid of you. Don't do this. Sometimes the NPCs are not doing the best possible thing for them. Well, at least I was saved by my heroic something here. Sometimes the NPCs reach some very, very interesting decisions when it comes to their positioning as far as mechanics are concerned. And I'm not sure how to feel about that. So maybe I'm its job today. No, it's got to be the NPCs. It can't be me, right?
Prepare yourself.
Let's go. Come on. Why this? This could take a lifetime to study. Well, this is another library situation, right? This is... Oh man, look at this. The duty support AI is bad on purpose to make playing with other people more desirable, which can be very frustrating at times, especially when you play healer. Yeah, I think especially for the MSQ duties, when I go into them first time, now what is this? There seem to be channeling energy of those crystals. And okay, so this is what happens when they pop, right? I think as far as story goes, so since they've integrated playing with NPCs for the MSQ duties so well, I feel like it makes it such a nice part of the story, right? Before Shadowbringers, duty support felt kind of weird because who are these people? Why am I, you know? There were just some randos that I was completing supports duties with, and it didn't make any sense. I didn't understand why it was there, but
This is going to leave a mark.
since Shadowbringers and with the duty support system and the trust system being such a viable and central part of the narrative, I like it a lot. It's nice. It just doesn't feel very efficient, you know? Which shouldn't be part of the, you know, which shouldn't be part of the, or the main focus of the MSQ. Come on, what's going on here? Damage. Oh, this is... Come on, boys. Okay, this is a lot. What is going on here? Oof. Oof. Also, it took me... Honestly, it took me a while to realize... Well... The Scholar's AoE is centered on himself.
Away with you.
Which technically means you kind of want to be in the thick of it, right? And I've played other MMOs in the past, and I think I always felt like, well, as a healer, I always wanted to be as far away from the action as possible, right? And I don't think this always applies to 14, right? There's a lot of situations where I feel you want to be right there in the thick of it, instead of like miles away from where the damage is happening. What are you? Oh, this is like a creepy turtle, right? You a creepy turtle? Well, you look like a creepy turtle. Merciless matriarch. Oof. All right, buddy. Are we doing this? Let's go. Bonebreaker. Okay, Bonebreaker sounds like a bad thing, right? Seabed ceremony. What is
I will not hold back.
What is going on? Are you kidding me? Have you tried just chilling out a little? Like just relaxing? Would that be possible? Is there a reason why everybody's standing on these grates? Or is that just... Sometimes I try to understand what the... Don't come near me with those things. Just stay away. Sheesh. Come on, Thancred. Let's go. Tank that thing. Do your job, buddy. Turtle Mom ain't got no chill. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. What? Turtle Mom's really angry. Also, keep your hands off me. Keep your watery hands off me. Oh, we gotta move. We gotta move the water. Now I understood what was happening. Shoot. I saw Stola running, but I was too late. Basically, the hands just generate a wave from one way to the arena, from one way to the arena to the other, and then you just, yeah, man, there's a lot happening. Thank you so much. Let's pump up over our defenses here. There we go. Rocks. There's a lot of S's in that name, man.
This is going to leave a mark.
Just gonna keep an eye on Ishtola. Wherever she goes, I go. Here we go.
Keep your guard up.
I am in fact keeping my guard up. Oh! This is... Okay. Now I got it. You gotta stand on this thing in order to... There were bubbles on the... There were bubbles on these grids. Basically, you had to move to them in order to. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna stay with my girl here. I'm gonna stay with my girl. Stay here. Come on. Throw on a sprint. Yeah, here we go. Have you tried tanking out now? Just try being a tank, buddy. Ether. Oh shoot. Oh no, we're not. We're not standing on those this time, apparently. Now we're doing it. Right? Oof.
This is going to leave a mark.
Yeah, it is. Can we all get here, please? Thank you. Wow, these are really intense. Man. This lady is really giving us a run for our money. What is going on here? We're still at 47%. Man.
I will not hold back.
Let's... Oh, shoot. Let's get out of here. So... That's the other mechanic again. That's the first version of those ways. But there's another one, I guess. Come on, buddy. Let's heal you back up. Give everybody a shield.
Smoking crater.
Let's go.
I will not hold back.
Me. Real gamer. We'll have another one of these for you, Thancred. Come on, we're at 10%. Come on. We're gonna manage it, right? We are. Sometimes I forget that I need mana to cast spells, which is also kind of bad. 6%. Let's go. There it is. Ah, that was more difficult than I thought it would be. Ah, thank you. Sometimes it's hard, man. Is a boon, we find the sanctum intact. That was all of them. The last one. All right, folks, just give me 2 minutes. I really need to step outside. I drank a lot of mate, so I'll be back in 2 minutes and then we'll continue right here. And we're back. Whew. Give me that cutscene.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
Huh.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation.
Okay, that sounds like icons, right? No?
That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion.
Ancient IKEA manuals, yeah. Absolutely. Thank you all for joining us at Anider in these most perilous times. By the summoning of Zodiark have we been granted a reprieve. Yet immutable as the laws he has woven may seem, they will not serve to forestall our doom. Nay, if we continue down this path, our fate will be the same. I said as much to the convocation, of course, but the stubborn fools turned a deaf ear to my warnings. I had hoped that the defector at least would side with us, but I regret to report our overtures had gone unanswered. Who's the defector? Wait. With it, tend your thoughts. Venat? Oh, Venat is a new name, right? We haven't had that one yet. Where you lead, we will follow. Venat? I shall not speak ill of the convocation. They too seek only to secure the future of our star. Yet it is plain they will not countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course, even though it means suffering the eternal condemnation of our brethren? If so, I see no further reason to demur. Let us bring forth the light that shall ever after keep the darkness in check.
So, it was they who first summoned Hydaelyn.
I was just gonna say that, Ishtola. So there were two factions of Ancient Ones. One of them summoned Zodiark and the other one summoned Hydaelyn.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emmet Selk never uttered the name, speak though he did of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end they call forth she who would serve as his shackles.
She who would serve as his shackle.
We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
It's a new name,
And
right?
that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that.
So badass, by the way. Sorry.
I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image? The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
What is this? Diplomatic Ancient One, but not. Please, why must it be you? If I may speak plainly, it would sooner it were another, any other. You are our leader. None can take your place. You know as well as I that but a few support our cause. Far fewer than they who place their faith in Zodiac. If Hydaelyn is to stand a chance of opposing him, I am the only one who might suffice as her heart. Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I shall take shall ever remain my choice. Then I will press you no more. Only know this, you will be sorely missed. I wonder, is this how the convocation felt about Elidibus? Oh, so Elidibus did the same thing for Zodiac, serving as his heart?
What? Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiac's heart?
It strongly implied that, Ishtola.
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
The plot thickens. I love the thickening plot. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike an aetherite. Beyond that, I can say little for certain, save that we should take the opportunity to see what other records it contains. No response. Confound it. If I may, milady, the panel did formerly emit a soft yet perceptible glow. That it doth so no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it has lain dormant, I think it fortunate it functioned at all. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we were answered. The white-robed emissary hath ever named himself Elidibus. Yet, if the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere even the sundering came to pass. Correct. This calleth to mind a truth that Emmett Selk did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Asians at birth. Rather, they are titles of office afforded to individuals of merit at such time as the role becometh vacant. Oh, so basically, Elidibus becoming Zodiac's heart means he ceased to exist, and then somebody else took over the mantle of Elidibus. And thus the same thing might or must have happened to Venat as well, which might be the one weird Asian / ancient one we have seen, I think, in last stream, if that makes sense. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiac's heart and the emissary with whom we are acquainted be not one and the same, but predecessor and successor. It is possible. If the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the Sundering. And yet, something in that explanation rings false. False? I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here. I can feel it. In matters of etherology, I know of none as capable as thee. If there existeth a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. You may now enter Anamnesis with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. I sincerely appreciate that. Huh. I still absolutely love the view to Yulmore from here. This is such a gorgeous place to be. The lawns. I've never been there, by the way. I've never ventured out there to see what this island is about, by the way. Echoes of a falling star. Brianger presumably has some idea as to what you might usefully do while Y'shtola pursues her investigations in Anamnesis. Can we but uncover Elidibus's true origin, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Y'shtola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent that such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. Well, then, I guess back to the Exarch we pop.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Just for clarification, Venat is not part of the convocation, nor were any of the ancients who took part in summoning Hydaelyn. Only the 14 members of the convocation had titles. Okay, so the members of the convocations were the ones who summoned Zodiac. So we're talking about Emet-Selch, Elidibus, the other two Asians, probably, I assume, right? That we killed in, was it in Heaven's Ward? Or was it in Realm Reborn? I don't remember their names right now. La Habrea. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. So those were the members of the convocation who summoned Zodiark. And then we have a counter faction, much smaller by what they say, right, with less followers, who are the ones that summoned Hydaelyn. And Venat was the one who became Hydaelyn's heart. So he's not a member of the convocation, and technically only the 14 members of the convocation had titles, basically meaning Emet-Selch was a title, La Habrea was a title, Elidibus was a title that was passed on after Elidibus became the heart of Zodiark. Honestly, I don't know why the same wouldn't apply to Venat and the group that summoned Hydaelyn, but of course you're right. It's just an assumption. We don't know that, right? So Venat becoming Hydaelyn's heart doesn't mean there is a successor named Venat unless they handle it in the same way, right? That's right. But we had a mysterious Ascian/Ancient One figure in one of our earlier streams that we don't know yet. So I just assumed the game introducing Venat, we might be onto something. But again, that might be a different Ascian or Ancient One. And could be either one being part of the convocation, or maybe the other faction that we still don't know much about, right? Venat is their birth name. Okay, spoilers here, but I'm just going to take you at face value, and well, see what happens. I guess they're going to explain it at some point, right? Still, there's a lot of Ancient Ones, Ascian shenanigans going on, and them popping from one body to the other doesn't make it easier to follow, actually. So, yeah, that's that from me. So, what's happening with you here, Gratia?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem.
Oh. Can it be solved by fetching something or killing something? Because then we might be able to solve it.
The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so.
Oh.
In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time. But a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function.
Ooh.
For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
Problems of the state. Yeah, I mean, we stabilized Yulmore, so I guess we gotta stabilize the Crystarium as well.
It's you, the Warrior of Darkness.
That is me.
You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need.
This feels like you remember that time in... It was either in Realms Reborn or in Heaven's Ward where our boy Alphino founded the crystal... What were they called? Crystal somethings, right? And then that turned out to not be the greatest idea in the world because they were corrupted. And we had to deal with them. This feels kind of similar.
That's what you
Yeah,
did,
the
isn't it?
Crystal Braves,
Even if it was just
exactly.
little things at the start. You helped people.
Yes, Crystal Braves during Realm Reborn patches. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You help people. People, chocobos, you name it.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help.
I mean, the overall notion is admirable, but knowing who pulls the strings in the background, this is not gonna take a turn for the
If we follow in your
best,
footsteps,
right?
then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day, even warriors of light.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
What's happening to the sky?
Wait, what? What is... Are you kidding me?
Wicked light. Oh no.
By the 12.
Oh, sorry.
A star shower.
Is that like a baby shower, but for stars?
I hear a voice.
What do you mean you hear a voice?
You and all. Why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear? Feel? Think? I hear it.
What?
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light!
You have got to be...
You're back!
What?
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
No.
I'm a warrior of light.
Jesus Christ.
I've been chosen?
Can it be?
Me, a hero.
I guess they will not take kindly to us telling them they haven't been chosen, right? Shoot.
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked?
Fair enough.
Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the Echo.
Wait, I did not catch that.
And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed.
Fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed.
Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability. Just as Hydaelyn is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
So common misconception people have about the Warrior of Light. It is a title given to people who accomplish great feats of strength and often attributed to the Echo. Well, I would have assumed so, right?
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Hydaelyn, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto.
It's not only the main character, yeah. So we are on basically Hydaelyn, and apparently Elidibus as well have the means to awaken somebody's echo, right? In the same way that Hydaelyn has awakened the echo in the Warrior of Light, right? So basically it's just like unlocking a dormant part of someone's DNA or potential or whatever, right? And Elidibus is doing the same thing here at this moment with those folks.
Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice,
then everyone can hear her voice. Yeah, we've met people with the echo. Yeah, absolutely. Minfilia, Kryl, Reen. Yeah, absolutely. Totally.
one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant.
But we never called these people, like the people we met in the source who had the echo, we never explicitly called them a warrior of light, right? That was a title reserved for the main character, right? And then when coming to the source, we were talking about the warriors of light as a party, as opposed to the warrior of darkness, which we became. Right? Yeah.
In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
They did.
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
Are you? Are you saying I'm just pretentious enough to call myself the Warrior of Light? Is that what you're telling me here, Daria? Did you just call me and the other Warriors of Light pretentious? The more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand. See, though, yes, this is how I feel. But that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. You know I was kidding, Daria. No worries. But yeah, you're right. Technically what that means that everybody has attuned to the echo or has the echo and the echo has awakened in them would be considered a warrior of light, right? And for some reason, Elidibus did the same thing for all those folks here. We just don't understand why yet and what his end game would be, right? I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider or at least delay their departure, but as many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thyler and Vonard among them, I am sorry to say. They have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus's plan for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after being blessed by the echo. And it's not as if they haven't shown their requisite spirit. I quite agree. Though the impetus for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth. Warriors of light. Ardbert. Yourself, most of all. And so I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amaro launch, but you would still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, Admiral Merlwhip took the time to usher you out into the wider world many moons ago. I think That comparison rather flatters Tyler and Vonard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged were the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off. If thou art willing, I pryth thee, go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire at Anamnesis to us. That guy is equivalent to the Titus Slayer. Yeah. Oh man. So there isn't a Hildebrand. I was made aware last time that there isn't a Hildebrand quest in Shadowbringers because, of course, there isn't a Hildebrand in first, right? But I think I haven't finished the Heavensward part of and the Stormblood part of the Hildebrand quest yet. I remember finishing the part with the chicken in Heavensward, right? That was Heavensward, but I did not go any further. So I think I remember the Fake Warrior of Light. Yeah, that was years ago. Man, I would have to look that back up. All right, boys, let's give you a quick motivating. Hildebrand goes on at level 90 after the Stormblood quest. Yeah, that's what I thought. You again. I mean, it's you, sir. It's been a funny old day. Come on, boys. Oh, look at them. They've glammed up. Can you see that? They've got like fancy armor now. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. I still can't believe it. You coming all this way to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. I'm still wondering how this can be twisted into a bad thing, but anyway. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see, if we aren't, wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. That's better than, well, what are you waiting for? Get the fuck out of here. Sorry. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. Oh, boys, I hope you don't hurt yourselves. I really, really hope you don't hurt yourselves. I really hope you don't hurt yourselves. Echoes of a fallen star. Did I actually? Semosium's Arboretum. Yeah, I did finish the Great Global Library on hard. So, Raha, what is it? Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. While your findings and anamnesis do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason we must needs trust to Ishtola's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience, it does seem worth the attempt. Then I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? All right. Then I look forward to your return. Then it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt the Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course. We are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results. To put it mildly. But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. And I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly in spite of recent disruptions. Then perhaps I could help? There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray. At which time, your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suit at the Pendants. Speak with the manager. I would like to speak to the manager. Oops. There we go. A pleasure as always. I am relieved to see you were unarmed in the earlier commotion, though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite? Very good. Do let me know if there is anything you require. I guess we're gonna get some cutscenes here, right? Master Root, it's Glinard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Grandson or Jot? Yeah. Oh, mm-hmm. Ah, my little buddy. Lally ho, stranger. That's interesting because you have a choice. You know, you can select whichever character you've already used to unlock a job quest, right? So there I am, minding my own business, quaffing my ale, when I hear a ruckus outside, and then, clear as day, Warrior of Light. That sounded like trouble to me, and I knew that if anyone was going to trouble himself over that trouble, it'd be you. So I gave Glenna the old, but I'm your best customer routine, until he agreed to bring me here, and now I know where you live. Great, ain't it? Not really. Not really. Also, I absolutely adore the fact that the first Lalafels, the dwarves, they look just like Lalafels, but they always wear those helmets and beards. But the beards are basically part of the clothing, right? They're not actually real beards. Anyway, that took me a while to figure out. Some bastards walking around wearing Ardbert. Damn, it's Ardbert, like a second-hand jerkin? I guess Jot's not too happy about that. I don't know what's more offensive. That, or that you let him leave without a proper dwarven decking. He did vanish into thin air. Bah! In a pinch, an improvised decking would have been fine. Tell you what, I'll show you how to knock that bastard flat in the blink of an eye here and now. To booze be damned. After all, we ain't about to let him keep on like that, are we? Pretending to be Ardbert? Lamet's Ardbert? Man, I love the amount of anger management issue that girl has. Really. Step 1. Make a fist. Step 2. Extend your arm. Just like so. Step 3. Beat him senseless. Got it? Good. Now make me proud. I love those resting at the pendants cutscenes. I really, really enjoy those. Those are quite fun. The Crystal Tower's umbilicus. Is that like the belly button? Oh, that doesn't sound good. You can watch the other one in the Unending Story Journey if you want to. Oh, this is nice. This is good to know. Thank you.
If
If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
Well, he's half crystal, half cat boy. What do you think? Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite. It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Here we go. More cutscenery. Oh, now you're joining Color Tinker? Now you're joining? Wait, what are you doing? What are you... What? What? Why is Xenos there? Why is... I have...
The dream again.
Oh. Okay. Meanwhile, in the source. That one, right? This one. We don't know him yet. This one.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
Who's he?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days?
Yeah, man, the final days. Aren't you caught up, Xenos?
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale.
Who the fuck are you even?
The tale of the world's end.
Well, technically, also the world's beginning. Why are you also creepy? God! Way more heroes. Oh man, that is a perfect place to stop for today. Man, that was a long one. That was almost 3 hours, folks. Look at us. Oh, man. That was intense. That was amazing. God, I have so many questions. I love the conversations we had about the Warriors of Light. and the Echo, and the Asians. Thank you so much for keeping me company. Daria, thanks a lot for keeping me company in the chat. Shio, thank you for actually joining and watching. I really appreciate that. That was a super fun duty. I love Anamnesis. I think I'm gonna have to do it again just for sightseeing purposes and also to enjoy the music a little bit more because it was quite stressful. So thanks a lot for bearing with me. I have so many questions, and I guess we're all gonna get them answered next week on Sunday. That was super dope. I really like that. Thank you everyone for watching. I really need to get some lunch into this body now because it's 1 p.m. No, it's 2 p.m. Shit. And I wish you all a most pleasant and beautiful Sunday. If you're not following this channel, please do it. Give me a follow. Like this video, whatever. I really appreciate it. Have an amazing Sunday. Stay safe, and I'll see you all next week. It was amazing. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.